Hi, this is Deb from Deb's Days Designs, and I'm back today with another St. Patrick's Day project. Today we're making this cute shamrock pot holder. It's a simple craft project to brighten up your kitchen for your St. Patty's Day. Before I get started, I publish new content frequently, so be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And check out the blog at debsdays.com. That's where you'll find plenty of sewing and crafting projects, and it's also where you'll find a link to the written version of this project with step-by-step instructions, cutting measurements, photos, and the printable shamrock templates. And since it's a digital download pattern, you can get started on your very own shamrock pot holder today. I've added a link in the description below the video. All right, let's get this project started. Along with your regular sewing supplies for this project, you'll need fabric scraps for the applique, fabric for the pot holder front and back, and for a loop if you'd like it, a paper-backed fusible web like Heat and Bond Light, a couple layers of 100% cotton batting or Insulbrite, basting spray or a basting powder, and the printable template. First, trace the individual parts of the design onto the paper side of the fusible web. Cut out each piece at least 1/4 inch outside the tracing line. Following the manufacturer's directions, fuse the pieces to the wrong side of the appropriate colors of fabric and let them cool. Then cut out the pieces along your traced lines. Remove the paper backing from the fusible web and center and arrange the shamrocks on the front fabric piece. Fuse them into place. Then finish the design by stitching around the raw edges of each of the fabric pieces with a blanket stitch, a zigzag stitch, satin stitch, or even a straight stitch. I like to try out different stitch lengths and widths on some fabric scraps before I start working on the applique. Place the backing fabric with the wrong side of the fabric facing up. Then add your 2 layers of batting, or your 1 layer of batting, 1 layer of Insulbrite, and then center the front fabric on top. Temporarily secure all the layers together with a basting spray or a powder, and then quilt your pot holder as desired. Now, since we'll be folding over the backing to make the binding, don't sew past the front fabric piece. When you've finished your quilting, we need to trim the batting, just in case it's shifted. Without cutting into the backing fabric, trim the batting to match the front of the pot holder. Then we need to trim the backing. Trim the backing edges so they measure 1 inch from the raw edge of the front of the pot holder. For the binding, fold the backing over so the raw edge meets near the raw edge of the front and press it. Fold the backing over 1 more time so it becomes the binding on the front and press it. And then top stitch around the outside of the pot holder near the open edge of the binding. Now, if you prefer to miter the corners, use the technique we've used before. Measure 1 inch away from each corner and mark it. And then draw a straight line to connect the marks. And cut on the line. Fold the raw edge corner over the corner of the batting in the front fabric and press it. Fold one of the sides so the raw edge of the fabric meets the raw edge of the batting and press it. Fold the backing over 1 more time so it becomes the binding on the front and press it. Fold the other side in so the raw edge of the fabric meets the raw edge of the batting and press it. And then fold the backing over 1 more time and press it. You may need to adjust the corner just a bit to get your perfect mitered corner. Now, if you'd like to add a hanging loop to your pot holder, fold the fabric strip in half lengthwise with the wrong sides of the fabric facing each other and press it to make a crease. Open it back up. Fold one side to the midpoint crease and press it. Fold the other side to the midpoint crease and press it. And fold the entire piece over and press it. Top stitch about 1/8 of an inch from the edge all the way around and across the strip. And then fold the strip in half to make a loop. Pin the raw edges of the loop to the top of the back of the pot holder between the top stitching and the edge of the pot holder. Pin it in place. Secure the loop by stitching over the pot holder's previous top stitching. Press the loop up, stitch across the loop one last time to hold the loop in the upward position. And just like that, you have another festive pot holder for another spring holiday. If you'd like to see more easy projects like this one with digital patterns that you can print at home, check out the blog at debstays.com. I've added a link in the description below the video. See you next time with another project.